So again, what do I think about, again, the great God is saying, do not focus on storylines, because you do not know if that is the truth or if it's truth hidden in plain sight. Meaning, most of it is fiction, but there is a percentage of it, a very small percentage of it, that is the truth. And you have to have the frequency to decode the truth. That's why Yahushua spoke in parables. Because only the few would actually be able to even be on the frequency to understand. So again, I'm seeing online now, it's a new storyline. People are all up in arms. Rihanna's Beverly Hills home, it gets shot up by some lady. By the way, did they even say the nationality of this woman? Because that would provide some clues of why this happened. Supposedly, and again, if you put your attention into a fake storyline, because drama feeds her bosses. Literally, the spiritual wickedness in the higher dimensions, drama and fear feeds them. They just use her vessel. So if they're like, all right, Riri, we need you to put out, we need you to work with this crisis actor, and we're going to play this script out and feed it to the public, and we're going to harvest a host of negative energy to feed off of. Well, then, if you actually clicked on that and believed it, then you became clickbait to the spiritual wickedness in the higher dimensions. On a polarity, if it is disclosure, if it is the truth, then I would say, to me, it's probably has to do with the Get Out movie. It probably has something to do with that. If I was to just analyze the whole situation, because that doesn't make sense that someone, a total stranger, would be able to even get into Beverly Hills. All the security, like, how do you get past everyone that has security? Because if you're not a known figure in those communities, you set off red flags and alarms. I mean, this is something that is not adding up about this story. That's why I would say, if it really did happen, then it probably has something to do with the movie Get Out. That's all. That's all I could think of. It also could have to do with, remember, they were gifted the fruit of the earth by Satan. We don't know what type of shameful deeds these people had to do to get the world from Satan. If they said that, I'm saying she went from poverty. They said she's a billionaire. On my ancestors' land, that's a divine court hearing. How much fear was generated? How much lust was generated to make this individual what they say? They said this individual is a billionaire. That's a lot of lower self energies that had to be generated to amass that amount of gifts from Satan. So we have to look at the root of this possibility out of infinite possibilities of, looks like, what do you want to call? This is that type of stuff that will be happening in the Great Tribulation, in the Purge. Individuals, demons, manifesting in their external reality. As some type of crisis. And that total stranger that supposedly committed this crime, I don't think that it's a stranger. I think that for that to happen while she, supposedly, that's what the storyline said. So for that to happen while she was in the house, that means that she was a target. That means that had to be her demons manifesting in her physical reality. I don't know what she did or who she's married to, merged as one. That's what marrying is. You are merging with another because you're becoming one. And then, when you get certain legal contracts, and when you join Satan in the legal courts, I don't know if that's their situation, but having children together, that's another form of marrying. So I don't know. It could also connect it to who she's married to, who she's merged with, who she's become one with. Because we know that the male vessel gives the universal cosmic energy, both from the positive polarity and both from the negative polarity. And a lot of these male vessels, they know the science behind the female being the receiver energy of the universal cosmic energy, the positive polarity and the negative polarity. They're the receivers of. So a lot of them get linked up, merged with a female vessel just to transfer karmic debt. And that male vessel will try to get you out of here. If they transfer all their karmic debt to your vessel, you're already under contract with them, whether you have children with them or if they actually got married. So I don't know whose demons. It's one of their demons that did that. That is not a normal situation. And those types of neighborhoods are highly, highly surveillanced. How did she get past everybody's security on the block? I know Riri ain't out up there living up there on no Epstein Island by herself. How she get past all that security up there? That does not make logical sense. Because look, I said that in a video. I don't even know if I uploaded the video because I'm having internet issues, technology issues. But I said that earlier, that's what the Great Tribulation is about. Some people start their Great Tribulation earlier than others. There's going to be a Great Tribulation where the 99% go through it together. That's when they take your jobs. That's what the situation looks like. Bill Gates. Oh, there's no need for the human workforce in the next 10 years. But we don't know what 10 is. That could be a time cycle. You don't know if they're really saying 10 years. Oh, but we may have to do a bunch of other things just to get that to happen. So that's what the Great Tribulation looks like. No safety, no security for you, because your demons have to come up during the Great Tribulation to collapse these timelines created in fear. That's another shift into the physical new world. So I said that in the video earlier. No one will be able to hide from their demons during their Great Tribulation. They will be able to, they'll even be able to find you in the most security-based Beverly Hills, where it doesn't matter. Underground, under the ocean, under an underground city. There are underground moles. These are interdimensional creatures that, with enough fear from that, say that vessel have so much fear, they can actually manifest to that vessel. They can appear, manifest, and attack that vessel. I'm talking about even these beings that are, they're going underground, they're hiding underground, they're in their privileged, what they call privileged underground cities. But these underground moles can easily find them. Nobody, this is the Great Tribulation. Nobody will be able to escape their own demons. They will find them wherever they are at. That's what the chosen of a new age of Aquarius, that's what we've been working on the past 20 years. Every simulation was about bringing up trauma to purge our demons. So now, boom, these demons cannot conquer me. I self-law and master Islam. We practice Islam. Knowing that the only devil, Holy Quran Circle 7, the only devil is within. So these devils, during this time that the great God Universal Allah is purifying the earth, there are shifts where these demons have to be brought up. All right, who's next? Who caused, let's open up the Book of Life. What is the next target that caused this amount of fear-based energy, whether it was any type of extremely low frequencies? All right, we want to go after lust. Or it could be, again, I don't know if it was her demons that materialized or his demons, because she's married, she's merged as one. So they're under the same karmic umbrella now. They're one. Because they even say they not legally married. Say they didn't go and put those, put the paperwork in at a lower self court. Well, they even have physical laws, legal laws. Like if you've been domiciling together for a certain amount of years, you've been together for a certain amount of years, they'll consider that a legal marriage. So look, it's a point of complete mergence with another vessel. We don't know how many years or how long that takes or what it takes, but them sharing children together, that's also a binding factor. So again, I don't personally know if it was her demons or if it was his demons looking for a sacrifice. Because look, it's in that world, there is no unity consciousness. In a satanic world, there's no unity consciousness. So you can't think that, we're gonna unify, and because Satan is divinely ordered to betray you. Satan has to betray his children. So being in those types of contracts, is no unification with that. And those that think that be the one that like sending their demons after you. Like you could, because their demons, look, they go to the scoreboard, and it's like they're looking for who that they can make accountable for their sins against the great God. So their demons like, all right, we can use this as a sacrifice, this vessel as a sacrifice. All you have to do is merge with that vessel. And you continually are transferring your karmic debt. And once your karmic debt is transferred fully, what happens to sacrifices, right? So we have to look at the roots before we just start, blaming these empty vessels, these empty cedars. I'm sure this is a vessel that did not have a soul that did this, because you mean to tell me she stuck around long enough to get caught? We need to make this story make sense. This story does not make sense. So that's all I'm going to say. That's why you cannot put your emotional energy into these storylines, because they are used to generate fear in the masses, to feed their bosses the spiritual wickedness in the higher dimensions.